What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie298 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And today, I thought I'm feeling pretty good. I'm starting to recover pretty well from this broken arm. So I thought I would do something fun. I want to react to some of your comments on some of my latest videos. I'm going to look at the most upvoted comments. Let's see, on the latest update video for my broken arm, Cheesecake says, just came over from the H3 podcast. I've always seen you on YouTube for years, but never actually checked out your channel, and now I wish I had earlier. I'm happy that things are getting better for you in your recent life in terms of just what you discussed on the podcast. I hope your arm recovers soon. Well, thank you. It's got about 2 or 3 more weeks to go before I get out of the sling, but yeah, we're getting there. I'm so grateful that Ethan let me do the podcast a second time, and I'm so grateful that I got so much attention, some positive attention, some negative attention, mostly positive attention, and I'm grateful for it. So welcome to all the brand new subs, all the brand new follows, anybody who cares about me 1 iota. I'm glad to get all the love I can get. Ooh, here's a response from that comment I'd like to address. Probably depressing to come straight from Boogie talking about getting down to Ethan's size in the H3 podcast to this video where he talks about where he's at peace staying between 300 and 360 pounds. A little disappointing, but I can't say I didn't expect it knowing Boogie. What I actually said in the video is I'd lost an entire Ethan. I'd lost 180 pounds, and Ethan weighs less than 180 pounds, so I'd lost an entire him, and I feel amazing for it. And what I said in that previous video, actually, was to say that I'm 360 pounds, and I feel so much better, and I'm able to do so much more. Even with a broken arm, I'm able to enjoy life and be happier and be healthier than I've ever been able to be. And that doesn't make me content to stay at 360 pounds. My original goal weight for surgery was 275 pounds. I've got about 7 more months to reach that goal. If I don't reach that goal, I'll still be healthier and happier than I've ever been. But the happiness, the healthiness, the ability to enjoy the world, it encourages me. It doesn't discourage me. It encourages me. But sometimes people, whenever you say something, they get what they want to hear out of it instead of what you actually say. But it's certainly not what I meant. Here's a comment that was left on my Split Personality podcast episode 4, by the way, which is the best stuff that I've created in a really long time. I really enjoy creating it. I know not everybody enjoys listening to it, but I'm really enjoying it. But Alexander says, to be honest, I'm interested in you, that you're getting into podcasts, but I'd love to have this as a segment instead of the whole concept. I'd prefer to have the real Boogie talk with interesting people. You're an interesting person, and I think it would balance well in a podcast format. Please don't give up on this format. The Francis sketches are hilarious and would work well contributing to a longer type of entertainment. So this is something I've heard a lot. Boogie, we would love it if you did a podcast. We would love it if you did a podcast, got interesting guests. And so I've actually asked a lot of friends at VidCon, at E3, would you come on a show if I did something like that? I've tried to figure out the logistics of it. I'm trying to figure out the sponsors. I'm trying to figure out all of the different details. But just know it's something that I've been working on for about 2 years. It's something I want to work on moving forward. It's something I might want to involve my friends in. By the way, my friends over there at Big Breakfast, Big_Breakfast, some of the only creators I know that live locally. I think they're pretty good at what they do. We've been friends for 7 years, so I think it would be natural and normal to sit down with them occasionally. I don't know if they would be regulars. I don't know if it would be just me and a guest. I don't know how we would do it. But it's something that I'm interested in doing, and I would love to hear if you are interested in listening to that kind of thing or watching that kind of thing. Let me know down in the comment section, will you? This is also on the Split Personality podcast. No joke, this is comparable to Andy Kaufman and Tony Clifton. Epic, man. I actually tweeted this comment out, and it's what inspired this video. I am so stoked by that. That made me feel so good. Now, I do vehemently disagree with that. I will never be a fraction as brilliant as Andy Kaufman or the other person I'm about to mention right now, Justin Roiland. But that series was heavily inspired by both of them. I just watched Man on the Moon, followed by the documentary Jim and Andy on Netflix, and then immediately after that, I'd gotten followed back by Justin Roiland on Twitter, so I became obsessed with him for a little while and studied how he does the Rick and Morty voices and gets it recorded. I figured I could try to do that in Audacity, and that's what led to this series. So anything I ever do is never to be a fraction of as creative as a fart that Andy Kaufman had or that Justin Roiland has. But they did inspire, and I'm really glad you guys enjoyed that. And that comparison made me feel really good, even if it's very off. It's not even close, but thank you. Here's another really nice video. This was right after I broke my arm, and Lou Arnold says, "Oh, Boogie is so sweet. Thanks us for watching him so much. He should have said, when you watch my videos, don't skip the ads, though. By the way, I don't skip the ads on your videos, Bug." Well, okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Number one, I'll try to take the compliment, but I am not that nice of a guy. I play a nice guy on the internet, but even that I screw up every once in a while. I try. I try really hard to be a nice guy. I think that's the only thing that makes me different from anybody else is I try a little harder, but I got a lot of stuff to overcome, so I try to make this abundantly clear, but I'm doing better this year than I've ever done. A lot of it has to do with the sponsors, and a lot of it has to do with the other stuff. But if you don't want to watch an advertisement, you shouldn't have to watch an advertisement. And I encourage you, if you want to skip that stuff, if you want to use ad block or get YouTube Red or something like that, I don't mind at all. It doesn't really matter. The most important thing you can do is just watch the videos. And if I could make an extra $1 off your back or an extra $10 off of your back every month, sure, I guess that's important in some ways. But the only thing I was ever worried about when it comes to YouTube is just having the bare minimum. I wanted the water, the gas, the electric paid. I wanted my rent paid. I wanted a nice place to live. If I needed something, like going to the doctor, I would be able to afford to do that. And I'm so there. And anything past that point is just like a number in a bank account. It's like a high score. It doesn't really seem to mean anything to me anymore. So I have money in savings. The things that I need are taken care of. Whether you're making me an extra 10 cents or an extra $1 or an extra $100 a month really doesn't matter to me anymore. I don't have any desire to be a multi-millionaire. I don't even really have a desire to be a millionaire. I'm not that worried about it. I'm just glad that I'm taken care of, and you guys take very good care of me just by watching the videos. Thank you for that. Also in the same video, Silent but Dudley says, Boogie, you can't be so affected by people who wish you ill intent. The overwhelming majority of the community supports your ideas and personality, and to get hung up on what a small group of individuals believes is a huge mistake. Please understand millions of people support you and will continue to support you when times get tough and stressful. And man, thank you for saying that. But let's talk about that. So this is one of my greatest character flaws. I tend to focus on the negative instead of the positive in everything I do. If I go to Disneyland and I have to wait in line for an extra 4 minutes, I get frustrated about the 4 minutes, even though I'm at Disneyland. It doesn't, it's just one of those things that it's just one of the ways that I'm broken, and there's no excuse for it. I just have to do better. I need to do better, and I'm glad you're encouraging me to do better. There's a good number of people out there who don't understand me or don't believe in me or don't trust what I'm doing. There's plenty of people who I've burned out over the years, plenty of people who are frustrated and irritated with me that think I'm like some sort of secret monster or something like that. And it's really difficult for me to accept and understand that. I never really fully comprehended it, but it's definitely out there, and it gets in my face fairly frequently. These people will send me email updates or tweet at me or, spam my comments section to try to make sure I see this stuff. And then on top of that, I do kind of seek it out as well because I'm so concerned about it. But my friend Michael Buckley once said, Boogie, you just got to learn to let people be wrong about you. It's definitely something I need to learn to do. It's something I've not learned to do yet. And yes, there are thousands of people out there who hate me, but there are millions of people out there who do love me. I could go on any one day of VidCon. I met more people that came up to me and said they loved what I did and that I impacted them positively and they were rooting for me than I met their entire subreddits that are dedicated to hating on me. The numbers are definitely in my favor, and you're among them, and I'm so grateful for that. I just got to learn to rewire this stupid brain to focus on the positive instead of the negative. It's been a lifelong process, but I'm getting there. And what I want you to know, it doesn't fall on deaf ears. A lot of people say, you don't care about your fans. You don't care about this stuff. Well, that's why I'm making this video today, is to put a little positivity back on the channel. But it's also to say that you guys, even when I am focused on that negative nightmare stuff, when those guys are ripping me apart and I'm reading every word of it, trying to figure out how to convince them otherwise, trying to show them how wrong they are, trying to figure out when I get into that stupid loop, it's comments like this one that save me from it. It's comments like this one that pull me out of it. Thank you for making those comments. They mean a lot more than you realize. Here's a comment left on my Twitch compilation video. Sniper Survivor says, Boogie should be a voice actor. And yes, I only chose this comment because I wanted to showcase some of my voice acting.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
Let me tell you something, Hulk Hogan. It's me, Macho Man Randy Savage, and I'm gonna rise to the top because I'm the cream of the crop.
Hey, Frylock, yesterday Master Shake was using your computer. I thought he was looking at pornographies.
I'm gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse.
You will suffer. You and those fat, stupid hobbitses. Good.
No, the hobbitses, these are friendses.
No, we has no friends. Good.
Do or do not? There is no try. Judge me by my size, do you? Well, you should not.
Let me tell you something, Carmen. If I don't get back to my house right now, my parents, they're gonna ground me. And if they ground me, they're not gonna let me keep my iPad. And I use my iPad for masturbation.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Fred. Hey.
Hey, I thought we agreed we're not going to do that anymore.
Well, I didn't agree to shit. I didn't agree to nothing. Fuck you.
I don't know. I don't think I have what it takes to be a voice actor, but it is fun. It's fun to play around. I'm glad you like it. All right, this has been a nice distraction. I'm going to go heal now. I'm going to go lay back down for a little while. It was nice to actually get a little bit of work done and film an actual video. Guys, as usual, leave some comments. You know, I read them, and I'm going to try to focus on the positive ones. And if this video does well, we'll do more like it in the future. Guys, I appreciate your love, and I appreciate your support. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.